I want to talk with you guys about why I think now might be the best opportunity you ever get to actually buy a home and become a homeowner. And I know this might be a wildly unpopular video. Obviously, a lot of people think that housing prices are going to crash, and we are seeing a lot of headlines about prices crashing. But the reality is that across the nation, prices are actually still up, even though it's just modestly from a year over year standpoint. So although I've been the first one to admit and talk about a lot of the negative news that we've been seeing on my channel, which is a huge decline in pending home sales and a lot of growth in the supply of inventory on the market, and at the same time, we are seeing prices still rise in some markets across the country as well. And the reason why I believe now may be the best opportunity you ever get to buy a home is because I've been in the real estate business selling homes here in the Los Angeles area for 11 years now. And I remember 4 or 5, 6 years ago, working with buyers or talking to potential buyers and hearing them say that they're going to wait for the market to come down. They think prices are too high, so on and so forth. And here we are 6 years later, 4 years later, 5 years later. And all that's happened is everything has gotten drastically more expensive. It is more expensive to purchase the home. The interest rates are much higher. The property taxes are going to be much higher because the prices are higher. So basically across the board, the cost of owning and buying a home continues to rise. And I have news for you. We are living in a time right now where things are getting really, really scary from the standpoint of debt creation and inflation by the government. And so all that is going to happen as we move forward is the cost of everything is going to continue to rise into the future. So if you plan to just keep renting a home for the rest of your life or until you get an opportunity to buy a home at a reasonable price or something like that, you could be in for a big surprise. We are virtually guaranteed to see massive inflation in the price of everything as we move forward, as the government continues to print massive amounts of money. And so the cost of living is going to keep rising. And so if you rents are going to have to go up over time. They might fall in the interim, for a year or two as we see this pressure build, as we see maybe prices come down to some extent, but ultimately in the long run, they're just going to go up and they're just going to go higher. And I believe that even though in the short run, we may see some weakness in housing prices, in the long run, we're going to see inflation because all this money that's getting created is going to make its way into home prices one way or another. And you don't want to get stuck without owning a home. The benefit of owning and buying now is that you lock in your prices for the next 30 years, aside from increases, very slowly in property taxes or your maintenance costs, etc. But that is going to prove to be a heck of a lot better than paying increasing prices to rent for the rest of your life. And that's the situation that many people are in. Now, if it comes to investment property, I have a very different attitude about that. And obviously it doesn't actually make financial sense in most cases in many areas to own an investment property right now because of the high prices and the interest rates. But when it comes to having a place for you and your family to live and stay and take care of yourself, it's a very different analysis, and you have to secure your future now so you have something and you're protected in these inflationary times that we all face. So I hope this information is valuable to you. Leave your comments down below. Let me know what you think. Don't be too mean. I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Take care.